Good morning everyone, a very warm welcome to my channel. You're back in my cupboard for another what I eat in a day video following Slimming World. How are you all? I hope you are all really well. It's currently 7:15 on Saturday morning. It's an absolutely glorious morning. Apparently it's going to rain today, but at the moment it is beautiful sunshine. I'm going to start my day having a little sit down while the kids are having some playtime, and I'm going to make a Tassimo pod, the Kenko Americano one's my absolute favourite. And then I'm going to add 100 mils of the Outpro No Sugars oat milk. You know the drill by now. This is absolutely my favourite. It's 325 mils for one healthy extra A choice. So I'll take 100 mils out of my A choice. So coffee has been made. I really look forward to this every day. It's just such a moment. I love that bit on the top. The Tassimo pods just create such nice coffee, honestly. I should be a brand, I should work with the Tassimo brand, shouldn't I? Because I am always raving about it. The pods can be a bit expensive, but the machines are really cheap, so I suppose that's why they're expensive compared to other brands of coffee pods. But yeah, I just look forward to it every day, and yeah. Sunshine is glorious this morning. I can't believe it's 7:30 in the morning. I feel like this really helps my mood. The sunshine is just glorious. The sky is completely blue. I can't believe it's going to rain later. Anyway, I've finished work now. So I finished work yesterday and I'm not back in my office until after Easter. So I think it's like the 2nd of April. So I've got a few days off next week when the kids are at school as well, which will be lovely because I was off sick so much last year that I actually sort of got some extra holiday that I couldn't use. So yeah, what a treat, because that never happens. And I have got a little bit of out of hours work to do. So I am working tomorrow morning and I'm working on Good Friday, but that's it. So it's not too much. And yeah, I was in a really good mood, to be honest. I was really feeling quite uplifted after a very, very stressful week. I'm not going to lie, this week has been very, very difficult. I've had so much on and some real pressures as well to get some important things done. And I was feeling really uplifted yesterday because it was almost all off my list. And my son had his friend over after school. My cat's morning chime telling her she wants her breakfast. And my youngest son went to Beavers, and yeah, it was just a really nice evening. And then shortly as I was then going up to bed, I sat on the bed and I just sort of had a little look at Facebook, which was such a mistake because I saw something about the Princess of Wales. And it was something like wishing her all the best or something. And I looked at the comments. There was just loads of comments with like messages saying, you know, thinking of you. And I just thought, what on earth has happened? So I opened Sky News. Wow, it was just the biggest shock when I opened Sky News. And the first thing I saw was the Princess of Wales being diagnosed with cancer. And honestly, I can't tell you how much this has affected me. I feel tearful now. I just think that poor girl, and I've always found her really relatable because we're the same age. So I'm the same age as she is. And so we got married about the same time. I think she was slightly ahead of me. And then our children are very similar ages. Obviously my children are 6 and 8, and obviously I've been through cancer, and the emotions when I saw her speech video, I just watched that video and I just thought, I'm heartbroken. Honestly, I'm heartbroken. And it just brought all the emotions up for me. And still, you know, if I talk about it now, I'm getting tearful. I can't help it. It's just so incredibly, do you know what? It's actually a little bit scary as well, isn't it? Because so many younger people are experiencing this awful, awful disease. And yeah, I don't understand it. There's no kind of there's no kind of set type of person that's going to be dealt this awful illness. And yeah, it just makes me think that my diet is just, it's the one thing I can control out of all of this, and the one thing that I feel might give me the best shot of staying healthy. Yeah, it just reaffirmed, reading and listening last night just reaffirmed what I was thinking about, just really focusing on my health and really trying to cut back and cut out where I can the real ultra processed foods, which I have been doing. And at one point I thought it was making my channel quite boring because, I am eating, I'm trying to focus on whole foods where I can. So if I'm really hungry, I'm looking to see what can I have that's whole, that's going to provide, some fiber or some nutrients or some vitamins or, whatever. And now I'm thinking, no, it doesn't matter if it's boring, because, in my opinion, that's what I need to be eating to try and, keep healthy. So yeah, I am so heartbroken for her, and just, sending her all my very, very best wishes, and I just hope that she, she just takes the time she needs to recover. It's not something you just bounce back from. It's taken me a really long time. It took me, after I finished my treatment, it took me a really good 6 months to start feeling like I could move forward. And, we're all different. She's got a different type of cancer to me, we're all different. And yeah, and then I saw directly underneath that this awful situation in Moscow. And I don't want to talk about news on here because that's not what I do, but I'll be honest with you, last night, I shouldn't have been reading that before bed, because I've then gone to bed and I've had the most irritable? No, the most I don't know, not a very good night's sleep. Let's put it that way. They always say you shouldn't read the news before bed, don't they? I just don't know why. I just wanted to know what was the matter with the princess, because yeah, like I say, I just relate to her so much, and I thought I'm just gonna have a look. And oh yeah, so this morning, I'll be honest with you, I'm not feeling my absolute best, but we're gonna have a day out today. We are members of our local zoo, and we have annual passes, and they have a new dinosaur area. My youngest son loves dinosaurs. And for about the past year, the zoo's been creating this new dinosaur area. I don't really know what it's about, but they're opening it officially next week, basically at Easter. But for zoo pass holders, they're going to open it today. So if you've got a pass, they'll let you in. So I think we're going to head down there today, but we have to be quite early because the traffic around there has been really bad. They've had loads of roadworks and stuff, and it's been causing carnage with trying to get into the car park. So we do need to be on the road quite early to get there for about 9:30, I think. And it is currently 20 to 8. So I've got a lot to do because I have to come up with a huge packed lunch. My children eat so much when they're on a day out. Well, they eat so much anyway because they're boys and they're growing. And yeah, they do require a lot of fuel. And I have to make that all, but I don't have a huge amount in because it's the end of the week and I don't do the shopping until Monday. So I don't know how I'm going to manage this, but they'll be fine. They'll manage. They'll cope. I'm certainly not buying anything in the zoo because it costs an absolute fortune. But yeah, so that's really nice. That's going to really brighten us up. I get about 10,000 steps on a trip to the zoo. Usually I've never not hit 10,000. Usually it's just over that, which I could do with. And yeah, it's just uplifting. The zoo is amazing. I think it's been voted the best in the country or something. I don't know, but the animals have the most amazing enclosures. Oh, they are so well cared for. And it's just a lovely place to go. It's like you go into this zoo and you feel like you've entered a different world. It's so lovely. So I will show you a little bit of that. I'll film a little bit of content so you can see where we've been. And yeah, when I eat something, I will show you what I'm eating. Again, it won't be anything too exciting. Like I say, I haven't got much in the fridge, not much in the cupboards, but we'll make it work. And yeah, so I will drink my coffee and let's get ready for the day. So back in the kitchen, I'm going to try and put together some pack up for everybody. I just really struggle with my children, honestly. They've now decided they don't like sandwiches. So all week I've sent them sandwiches to school and they've brought them home half eaten. So they have eaten some of them. But now my oldest has announced he doesn't like sandwiches anymore. And my youngest joined in with that. So I feel like it's really hard to feed them. But they're always hungry. And they do eat a lot of like really ultra processed food. That, I mean, they do, because I can't feed them much else. Well, my youngest, he eats really well. And you know, I made such an effort when they were babies as well, when they were weaning. They ate so well. I homemade everything, even down to their puddings. Like I used to puree fruit and put it into plain Greek yogurt, and they loved it. And I used to make this, maybe this is why they don't like my cooking, but I used to like blend avocado and banana into like this paste, and it was really tasty. I really like it. And I used to spread it on things like pancakes and crumpets and toast, and they used to love it. But yeah, maybe that's why they don't like my cooking now, because I used to force them blended up avocado and banana. Anyway, I've got some cream crackers. So I'm going to put those in this little pot. And I thought these little pots are really good, actually. I've got no idea where I got them from. They're years old, but they're 2 compartments. So I'm going to put the crackers in there and some cheese in there, and hope that I can get my oldest to eat some of the cheese with the crackers, because if he had his way, he would just eat the crackers. He's a carb monster. So yeah, I might actually take some more crackers and put them in both sides, and then there's a gap down here where I can put some cheese. So I'm going to do that. My goodness, as well, I'm so hormonal right now. Honestly, I can't tell you how hormonal I am. Oh, it's awful at the moment. It's definitely, so the tamoxifen, the side effects have really subsided now. So I don't get the nausea, I don't get the headaches, I don't get anything. I don't get any of the pain I had. But my hormones, I can just feel myself battling with them at certain points. And yeah, today I'm tired, so that doesn't help. But yeah, just like, 1 minute I could be crying and the next minute I can be really happy. It's like that kind of, I can just feel it. So yeah, that's a little bit of a challenge at the moment. Luckily my husband's really easy to feed. He'll eat anything. So that helps a bit. Look at that. I'm really happy with that. I could send them to school with something like that, couldn't I? Never tried that before. So that's brilliant. That will help a lot. I'll try and get some, they love fruit actually, so I'll pack some fruit up. Yeah, I'll just go and raid the cupboard. I think I've got some lunchbox snacks, you know, like the little packs of biscuits and stuff that I can put in my bag. The wind is really, like, you can see, it doesn't sound windy, but looking at the sky, the clouds are coming in now and they're moving really fast. So yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to get on with the weather today. Anyway, for me, I have made my usual, obviously. I've made, so this little concoction has been soaking overnight. So you've got 40 grams of porridge oats in there, which is my healthy extra B. We've got 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, which is 3 sins. You can have 2 tablespoons as a healthy extra B, but the sins are much lower than what you would spend on porridge oats. So I'm going to sin the chia seeds at 3 sins for 2 tablespoons. And then I mix that together with 100 mils of oat milk and a little dash of water, cold water. And so that has been soaking overnight. And it doesn't look pretty, does it? But honestly, this combination is just so, so good and really good for you. So then what I'm going to add to that is some natural yogurt. This is the 0% fat Greek Fire total Greek yogurt. I'm losing the plot today. I can't speak. This is sin free. They do a 5% fat one as well, which is really good, and I'm happy to spend sins on that if I've got the sins, but I don't really have spare sins at the moment. But yeah, this is my absolute favourite, and it's a massive 950 gram tub, this one, and it's currently on a Nectar price in Sainsbury's. It has been for weeks actually. They kind of switch between the big tub and the small tub. I think there's only been maybe 1 week where there wasn't an offer on it, so I picked it up from Tesco's instead, where there was an offer on it. There's always seems to be an offer on it. I don't know if it's just the time of year, and then maybe it won't be on offer so much over the summer. So yeah, I'm not measuring it out. I'm literally just going to spoon the yogurt on top. So that's all spooned on top. And then what I do is I just literally mix it all together. I normally mix the yogurt in at night. It's easier to stir in. But last night I was just really busy. I do eat a lot of chia seeds. You will know that if you're a regular here. But something else I also really like to add is flaxseed. This is also really good for you. And I've got my little list on my cupboard door if you wonder what I'm looking at. So when I wrote my list anyway, 2 tablespoons was a healthy extra B, which I think it still is, or 5.5 sins. Do scan, because I know that like chia seeds vary as well on sins, and yeah, I wouldn't want to give you wrong information, but this is a nice way of adding some extra fibre and omega to your oats or Weetabix, whatever it is that you're having. So I do like to do that as well. I'm so tired today, such a shame, because I really didn't want to be feeling like this today, but anyway, I'm sure when I get walking the energy will kick in, the coffee will kick in soon. And then obviously the best bit after you've finished is to lick the spoon. Right, so that's my yogurt all added. So it's still not looking pretty, but trust me when I tell you, it tastes good. So I've got some pomegranate, the rest of this container I'm gonna add. I eat pomegranate most days because I was reading some studies on the potential benefits to breast cancer patients. There's no conclusive science, so don't get me wrong, there's nothing saying that this is a magic food, but I thought it's a healthy food that I enjoy, so I'm going to include it. So that's the pomegranate seeds. Then I'm going to add some blueberries on top and some frozen raspberries. I love my frozen fruit. I use it all the time. It's so handy. Okay, that's all done. There we go. So those raspberries will just defrost over the course of the morning, and then when we find the right time to stop at the zoo, I will have that ready to go. So that is 1 healthy extra B, 3 sins, sin-free yogurt and pomegranate seeds, and then speed blueberries and raspberries.
Yeah.
Next bowl, you'd like what Weetabix?
No, I thought they were cornflakes. I want cornflakes.
Have we got cornflakes? I don't think we've got any. Have we?
I see a box in there.
Oh. If you grab that box then we can put it out.
Rice snaps on top of it.
Rice snaps. You do eat a lot of cereal, don't you?
And then this.
You want? Oh yes, we've got a brand new box of cornflakes. I forgot I bought those the other day. You excited? Breakfast is so exciting. Such an exciting time of day.
The yummiest meal of my day.
The yummiest meal of his day. Okay, so I'm working around my family at the moment because they are all heading down for breakfast. So I've just washed some fruit. I've got some grapes and blueberries in here. I'm going to take some oranges. These are the little, they're not oranges, they're the little Satsumas, easy peelers. I've got an apple, which I'm going to take for me. So this will be for the boys, this blueberries and grapes. I'll take these for the boys and this for me. and my husband, I might take him an apple as well. And then I've got a little bag here with some bits that I'm trying to avoid. So, you know, biscuits and crepes and even down to crisps. My oldest son loves these, my youngest son doesn't. I haven't got any crisps in the cupboard that my youngest son will eat. So yeah, it's just a constant battle. And yeah, I think we're almost there. I'll put all of this together and then I'm just going to get myself presentable, because yeah, that is always the last thing on my mind, is actually sorting myself out. But yeah, I'll let the family have their breakfast and my husband have his coffee and everything in peace. And this is mine all packed. So I've got my yogurt mixture in the tub. I'm taking my apple. I'm also taking a Pepsi Max. I didn't realise that these were caffeine free. So yeah, I'm not going to get a caffeine boost from that, but they're sin free and just a little vice that I have. I always do have it with food, at least, to try and help the sugar spike. And then I am taking my vitamins. So I've got 2 of the Wild Nutrition Magnesium capsules, and I do feel like I need some iron at the moment, so I'm going to take an Iron Plus with me. And yeah. Right, so I'm going to make myself some food before I go. I've got some eggs, I've got an avocado that needs to be used up, and I've got some tomatoes. I'm going to make a plain omelette with the eggs. I'm going to top it with some tomatoes, and I'm going to weigh out some avocado and sin that. And 5 minutes later, it is done. I love it when you can just throw something together super quick. I've got 2 eggs in a plain omelette, which I fried in fry light to keep that sin free. Then I've got some avocado. I've weighed that out. It's 49 grams. So I'm going to sin that at 4.5 sins. I think that is slightly over, but just to be safe, I'm going to sin it at 4.5 sins. Then I've got some cherry tomatoes that are speed. I've got a little sprinkle of sea salt on top. And then I'm going to sprinkle some chili flakes. Cheers.
Where's the baby?
Baby's grown up now. I think the baby's like laying down over there.
No, not that one. There's 2 babies.
Elfie, what's your...
Yes, darling.
I don't think I'm have to be in today, there's choosing to be in.
You could probably shout out them.
Cool, isn't it? Move like different times as well. Harry, do you want to move down the tunnel? Here you go, there's one coming right past the window. We are back from the zoo now and we've made good time. It's 3:30. We've had a really nice day. We popped to Iceland on our way home. We go past it, so we thought we would run in because I really fancy a bit of comfort food. What I really fancied was some Slimming World chips. My family are in there and honestly, I'm feeling weak today. I'm feeling like I could very easily just pick up the comfort in chocolate and, you know, whatever else. So the family have all picked up pizzas from Iceland. They've got like hot dog stuffed crust ones and some real, you know, some real indulgent pizzas, and they've got ice creams and all sorts going on. And I was like, oh, I'm really struggling. But I think it's just because I am feeling exhausted today and I'm just feeling really flat. So I'm going to try and pick myself up in a moment. I'm going to show you that dress that I mentioned, the dress that I'm going to wear for the wedding. I mentioned it in my weigh-in update. I thought I'd show you what I got from Iceland. So I got some Slim and Well chips. These are so good. I bought some recently and I just thought, you know, chuck them in the air fryer, and within 20 minutes probably, I haven't tried them in my new air fryer, but within 20 minutes you've got chips that are sin free and they're really good. I was really surprised. I thought they were going to be I didn't think I was going to enjoy them, but I got some of those, and then I got some sweet potato chips as well. I know it's lazy and I can make them myself, and to be honest, most of the time I do, but I just fancied a bit of convenience tonight. The whole family are having convenience and I fancied some convenience, and there's very limited convenience I can eat, so I thought I would just pick up those. They're not cheap. I mean, that costs £6.50 for those 2 bags, but I'll be the only one that eats them, so they will last quite a long time. And then I picked up some carrots because I've got some cottage cheese in the fridge. So I thought I could come home, have a few carrot buttons with cottage cheese just to kind of give me a bit of a lift. I think I need a bit of protein. And then I saw these as well, coconut flavour kvarg. Now, I don't think I've seen these before. I might have done, but it did say new on the box. I just don't remember seeing coconut flavour. And I had to buy 3 because I just thought I might like those. I do love coconut. And I did defrost some cherries earlier and they're in the fridge. So I wonder if coconut and cherry might work later. Spoon some of the cherries on when I'm watching the football. Yeah, I mean, they've literally gone to town on comfort food. I didn't drink my Pepsi at the zoo, so I've brought that home with me. I didn't eat the apple either. I just ate the oats mixture that I took with us. And yeah, it was just a bit of a nightmare. We stopped for lunch and I just had really not packed anything apparently that my youngest son would eat. So he was annoyed he didn't have sandwiches. Yesterday he told me he didn't like sandwiches. He wouldn't eat cheese and crackers. So my oldest ate those. Well, not all of them. But he did have quite a few. He's eaten like almost one side of the container. That one's still full. And yeah, he had the right grumps on all afternoon because he was hungry. He wouldn't eat anything I'd packed. He did eat the fruit. He's just eating fruit and cucumber sticks and bits like that. So yes, it was a slightly flatter day than normal. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna get me a pick me up now. I think I might have a coffee. I think I need a coffee.
It provides incredible validation to the...
Oh my God, look at the weather. Look at what is going on out here. I literally can hear hailstones coming down my chimney and dinking in the bowl that I've got in the fireplace. But yeah, this weather has been mad today. So it's that time where I'm going to start doing dinner, and the family are having their pizzas. So I'm going to have some chips. I'm going to do some of the normal chips and the sweet potato chips. I'm just going to do some of each and mix them up. I'm going to put them in the air fryer. I'm the only one that's going to have them, so I'm just going to cook a few. Probably do it on about 190 for 20 minutes, but I'll keep an eye and see how it goes. I'm still getting used to the new air fryer and kind of the timings and everything. And then in here, this is what I made yesterday. So in there I've got some chopped up red onion, chopped red pepper, some frozen corn mince, some frozen peas, a tin of green lentils, and a tin of black beans, then a tin of chopped tomatoes and some passata. And then I've just added some spices. I had oregano, garlic powder, smoked paprika, and yeah, just cooked that all up. So it's made this kind of bolognese type mixture. So I think I'm going to heat some of that up. and just shove it on top of my chips. Quite literally, just gonna shove it all on top. And it's a convenience kind of night, and I'm really here for that. Okay, so I thought I would try and show you the dress I was talking about. I said it was bright, didn't I? It's very, very bright. It still doesn't quite fit. It's not got very far to go though. I definitely think I can do it by June. I'm not sure if I can get into the screen, but we'll try. I'm on my landing, so I'll try and squeeze around. I absolutely love it. I just don't know if the colour is a bit much for a wedding. I don't know. I'd love to hear what you think. I don't know what I would do with the tie at the moment. I've just got it at the front. And obviously the back needs to do up, and yeah, I need to lose a little bit more. It's got a bit creased here as well in the, I'm keeping it in like a plastic wrap. But yeah, I really, really do love it. I do love it. Maybe I'll show you actually, maybe I'll show you the other one. There is another option. I'm gonna go and try that on. So this is the other one. It is such a cool print, which is what drew me to buying it. This is another one I got in the sale. I got it quite a while ago actually. And originally this was £68 in Next. And I think it went down to like 30, or might have even just been just under, because it is quite quirky. It's got like birds, flowers, leaves. It's really quirky. Again, it's not quite doing up, so I'm going to need to lose a little bit more. Not much, because it is virtually done up. But yeah, I'll try and stand back and show you this one. But I just don't know if this is summery, because, you know, June is bright, sunny, and this just doesn't really scream summer wedding, but I do think it is very cool. And I love this kind of ruffle at the front, because obviously it helps to hide the belly, which is one of my problem areas. So yeah, let me know what you think. So I think I might have makeup, like black, down my face. I've probably been walking around like that all day, or all afternoon, because we got absolutely drenched at the zoo, absolutely drenched. And yeah, I think I had like rain all in my glasses that was dripping on my face and eyes, and so I think I might have actually had like smudged mascara down my face. It's not too bad. Maybe it might just be the light, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so dinner was really nice. I had basically a bowl of chips with the bolognese mixture on top. I know it's random. I've had hardly any speed today, but do you know what? The alternative would have been hundreds of sins. So I'm really happy. That meal was sin-free, and I'm happy that so far I've made it without, you know, having a mad moment, which I do feel like I'm on the edge and like I could do, but I'm really going to try and control it, because I do think, you know, I'll get through to tomorrow, and then I'll be really happy that I did. I think if I just have that moment today, I am going to regret it tomorrow. And I feel like, you know, it's fine. If you really want something, have it. Don't deprive yourself. You know, we're all human, and, you know, we're not every day, we're not going to be 100% perfect. But I think if you feel like you're going to regret it the next day, just try and work through it, because there's been times where I have just had what I wanted, and I just knew that that's what I needed, and I haven't had any regrets at all. But if I feel like, yeah, I will regret this, then I just know it's not the right thing to do. So that's what I'm battling with today. We've all been really, really low energy as well. The boys ended up going to bed a little bit later last night, and they got up really early. Well, my oldest always wakes up about 6:30. Then he was waking Alfie up this morning at 6:30 because he wanted to play on the iPads. And you're not having the iPads until 7 on the weekend. When they wake up at 7, they can have the iPad for an hour. And it just tends to, you know, it works well. It just keeps the house peaceful while everyone wakes up. And yeah, so that was a bit of a pain, because basically Alfie lost out on some sleep, really, that he should have had, and that has affected us today. I think we're all just feeling really low energy, and yeah, we just need to pick it up. So actually I'm working tomorrow, so I start work at 7 in the morning, finish at 12. my oldest has a birthday party at 12, so my husband's going to take him there. And yeah, it's just, I know that if I can just work through today, the rest of today, we've got the England match tonight. We've got England v Brazil. So my son and I are looking forward to watching that. I think my husband's going to join in as well. And yeah, we're looking forward to watching that. We haven't watched England for a little while. So we're gonna watch that. And I'm really hoping, I've got some cherries, I've got my kvarg, I've got some drinks that I can have. You know, I'm just going to try and get through. Because I'm not going to lie, I've got 15 cream eggs in the cupboard downstairs and they are literally screaming at me. I love cream eggs. 9 sins for 1 cream egg. I mean, every time I look at them, I just go 9 sins, 9 sins. But they came home from work with me. It was, I took loads of cream eggs into work to give everyone one before I left yesterday for the Easter break. And yeah, loads of them came home with me. And so we're hosting Easter Sunday. We've got quite a lot of people coming, so they will come in handy. But oh god, they're literally screaming my name. They're like those boxes of 5. Actually, I don't think I've got 15 now. I think the boys had one last night. Harry and his friend. So yeah, one of those boxes is open, which, you know, that's just a recipe for disaster in itself, isn't it? So anyway, forget the cream eggs. Let's crack on. Let's just concentrate on an hour at a time. I'm taking this an hour at a time tonight. It is a struggle. I know that so many of you will be able to relate to me, but anyway, yeah, let's it is getting on now. It is 6 o'clock in the evening. It's still really light. I can't wait for the clocks to change next weekend. Well, this is a nice flattering light, isn't it? It's my under counter lights, and yeah, I look like I've seen a ghost. So England Brazil half-time 0-0. Just making myself a little half-time snack and a drink. So made myself a cup of tea, a cup of Yorkshire decaf. I've only got 3 tea bags left, so I really need to go and get hold of some more. I went to Sainsbury's last week, and in the tea aisle it had a sign saying there's a shortage of tea. So I didn't know that. I don't know if that's like everywhere or if that's just here or just in Sainsbury's, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to have one of these Lindal's Kvarg quark yogurt type things. It's the coconut one that I bought in Iceland today. 15 grams of protein, half a sin apart. I've never tried the coconut one before. Oh, that is lovely. So I defrosted some cherries. You can't really see those, can you? But anyway, it's just frozen cherries defrosted. I'm just going to spoon a few of these on the top of the quark. They're a funny colour when they're defrosted. I don't know if that's normal, if that's just, I've got some bad ones. And there we go. That's my little half-time snackaroonie. So I think they're about to kick off again, so I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of the game.
Yeah, hurry. So I get a pumpkin, you get the side.
So that is me all done now. I am ready to hit the sack. I'm very tired. It's actually really late for me. It's like 10:15. And like I said earlier, I start work at 7 in the morning. So I do need to get to bed. I'm so chuffed. I didn't lose the plot. I didn't indulge. I've made it, guys. I've made it. I have got to bedtime on track on 8 sins, I believe. So 4.5 of the avocado, 3 on the chia seeds and half on the kvarg, which I'm so happy about. So yeah, if you are struggling, if you've had a few days like I've been feeling today, please just know you're not alone and it's completely normal. We are not going to be perfect 100% of the time. And as my Slimming Well consultant says, food optimize what you can and enjoy what you can't. And with that, I'm going to say good night. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. And hopefully I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye, guys.